Oh, right. Well, welcome back, everyone, to the part where we forget that we can't actually clear things until we get the engineering tech to do so. So guess what we're going to go ahead and prioritize? That's right, decommission protocols. Oh, man. I think we'll still leave the neural empathy. Neural empathy. We'll go ahead and leave that for now. But we definitely are going to outsource because I was thinking about it, and when we have access to, where is it? Is it in infrastructure? No. Where's the corporate office where we can make just megabucks? What I was going to do is I was going to put a tunnel and start laying out another dome. But we can do we have the infrastructure for trains yet? We have the tunnel. We do have a station. Okay. So once we get this, we probably, what power? I'm worried about our power sustainability, so we're going to throw a battery in there too. Food is down to 6. Consumption is 5. So hopefully I didn't prematurely destroy that and we're not going to have a big crash, but we can always, we have lots of money, so why don't we just go ahead and get a supply and bring some food in to make sure we don't lose our colony. And we're going to want some more polymers too. We do 10, 10, or 15 and 10. Because we'll be able to make machine parts soon. We want to make sure we have plenty of polymers. Yeah. And then we'll get some metals from salvaging the pod itself. 26 of 30, 15 of 30. Okay, so I guess we started, this one's, Prometheus 1 is labeled as a higher priority, so that's fine. So we'll get that guy up and out of here. It's a good thing you can pick specifically where it lands, because that would really suck if you accidentally squished your ranch or something like that. How are we doing? So you're producing 3, and our total demand is 2.5. Okay. And we're doing 2 and 2, but that's just because this throttles itself down. So it can produce 3. It's producing 2 of 3.
Resources are low.
Cool. That's right where we want to see. How's our power doing? 34, 23. So we do have enough power for the small machine parts factory. However, we obviously don't have enough. Maybe we just need to turn that shift off so we can get people in the other comfort things for now. That might be what we have to do. Are you full yet? You are full. Okay. You go back to Earth. So now our rockets are doubly effective, as in they take 20 less fuel and they can support more volume when they come out to land. Okay, so it looks like our transport is done, so we'll have him load up everything that's up there and drop that off there. Okay, we got decommission protocols now, so now we can tear that out, and we can go ahead and measure passage, so we can come straight out just shy of this bend. So if we look at domes, this only costs 10 polymers, and it's got 2 good water nodes nearby. So we could do something. If we did something like that, then those 2 can connect in. And it would take a couple more. We'd probably do a train from here. But yeah, I think we can do. What's the range like this? Okay, so it's just out to there. So if we pencil in a station like here, and then we look at our basic dome, then that station could be reached by both of these domes. Right there's maybe like that's probably the best setup. So then if we destroy that, because we don't want to put that in yet, then this will let us get plenty of extra population space and all of that. And the main cost of it is going to be the concrete, which we have plenty of, metal we have enough of, and polymers we have enough of.
Scanned.
Well, I guess there's more metals that we have access to. I'm kind of looking at, so now that this is fueled up, I'm kind of looking at this Project Blue Sky to take 5 people. I mean, we could even do this one and get research progress. But I kind of thinking about getting the extra resources would be good. So we're going to go ahead and send Prometheus 2 and borrow 5 of our scientists, which I'm guessing then we don't have to feed. Although that's going to slightly lower the effectiveness of this down here. I put the pig in the rotation because so we have half an extra oxygen. So that gets it, that maximizes the oxygen to not draw down, but to have just enough. However, it will be sucking water down, so we may need to put another extractor in, maybe down here, and hook both this dome up into both pipelines or something like that. It'll be good when we can build some more drones or order some more drones in, because this is getting a little bit of a heavy load as soon as we need to do something. So okay, so that's just 40 rare metals, easy peasy. Probably will not export those. I don't think that's in our mission profile. Not milestones. Not command center. Mission profile. There we go. Okay, no, it is. It is in our mission profile, but at the same time, we probably want to keep that to make electronics. There's the apartment building. However, we do not have enough polymers, even close to enough polymers to really make use of that, which I believe we are researching right now, actually. So then we'll be able to get a polymer factory going. Okay, here comes the basic dome. Then we can put the tunnel in and put the ramp over it. And then we can put the train tracks in and get the train station running down that way. And that'll definitely be very beneficial. Oh, there's a meteor. Yes, we know this dome doesn't have life support. That's okay. We want it to be turned off, and oh, that's cool. You can toggle between births are allowed, forbidden, and full, and that's cool. Okay, so now let's make sure we measured correctly. Blocking objects. Objects underneath. What is it talking about? Is it maybe clipping something over here? I think we can do that. And then we will put a ramp. Okay, so we have to have it completed to do that. I've never really made use of these, and so I'm kind of excited to make use of the passages. And since they just cost concrete, our harvesters are definitely going to be very beneficial in solving that. Let's look at the different. Let's see, how do we change? Yes, the skin. So we can make it clear, we can make it with some ridging, we can make it look, I don't know, and then Starfish City. What, does this one have a starfish? Let's do that one. We'll just do that one with both of these. So the ridge one? No. Maybe that is the starfish one. Okay, so it's been delivered, resource been delivered, now it's just unloading. You can now do another job. We also have these metals over here.
Research complete.
That we can capitalize on. And what's this? This is a high yield. That's a high yield. That's a low yield. And this one is a low yield. Okay. So this one will probably be left till last, whenever last is. And, okay, so now we got to get infrastructure built for this life support system. So we're going to hook this stuff up over here. So there's the pump. There's the tower. There's the oxygen tank and the Moxie. And then we can go V. Like that. And then we just need to set up power. Did we have the research for... Okay, we're working on that right now. What spires do we have to work with? That's outside decoration. I guess the answer is none. We have no spires currently. Okay, this is cool. We can set up some statues. So maybe we'll, since we got people running around over here, we can set up a statue like overlooking the passage. We do still need to get the passage ramp, so we'll put that there. Uh-oh, life gives us lemons.
Home on an alien world. That takes guts, to say the least.
So one of our founders has the enthusiast trait now. Oh, and it's a botanist. Cool. So enthusiast, increased performance at high morale. So, okay. Some not great things. What if we temporarily... I guess we're going to have to drop this down to a 4-person gig, and then we can run at least that shift full bore. What building is not working? Oh, yeah, because you need power. That's fine. We're getting there. We can go ahead and put the cable in. So I guess you're sharing power via the tunnel. Cool. Is the water grid the same grid? Can we check that? If we come up here, yes, it is. That's all because it's all the same color. So I believe that means it's all the same grid. So if we come here, yeah, now we're producing 6, so we have plenty for the pigs. So we're producing 6, and they need 2.5. Okay, that's awesome. That's perfect. So now there's no reason to keep this turned off, quarantined, and however, we still need more people. We have 2 housing spots, so they're not limited in that regard. How much? I wonder how much we're going to dedicate in there. Oh, we don't want to allow exports. I kind of want to do this other research progress one. Hopefully we leave our food. We'll make sure that's the highest priority, and we'll even... Oh. You can reject specialists. Why would I reject... Maybe they aren't... Let's see. We look at botanist. Okay, so does the encyclopedia give us any... I was looking for something with the botanists and the ranch and confirming if that is indeed... See, okay, reject specialists. Enforce specialist. So this is... Ranching is specifically a no specialization is best kind of job. Good to know. Okay, so we're low on power, right? Because we were waiting to... Well, there's no point in you consuming power currently. I'm glad we put that battery in. There's the Stirling generator. But I think the Stirling generator consumes polymers. Yes, so we do need... Okay, before we can do that, we're going to need to get a polymer factory in. Before we can do that, we're going to need more people. So that's going to have to just chill for a minute. The other thing we could do is we can get a cargo rocket with a bunch of polymers and machine parts, apparently. And let's get some more drones. Let's get 5 more drones. Get a little bit more food. Any prefabs that we really want? Stirling generator, maybe? 400 million? Maybe another drone hub? We get another fuel and moisture evaporator set up. There we go. Let's do that. So now we can double our fuel production. Oh. So we just got 2 Stirling generator prefabs for spending a bunch of money. So that's even cooler. So we already have a imperfect triangle here. And since power is shared, I'm kind of wondering about like throwing those down there. And then throwing like a garden in. And I guess we can't put a pond. Well, if we... Let's cancel that one down. Then we can put like a pond in. Like so. And then small gardens there and there. So then it can kind of be hidden back there. So now we have lots of extra power. We can turn that on safely. There's a huge harvest of food coming in. So that's awesome. I think we can probably throw down a food depot right there. So they can just unload it off the farm there. And they don't have to run it all the way down here and then all the way back up here. I think having that be a little more central would be good. And I dropped a metal depot here. And we want to keep, I don't know, 100 metals there. And then they can unload the machine parts there once we get some more colonists. Which, if nothing else, as soon as the founder stage is done, we can call another rocket in. We have an unemployed person, really. Scientists? Well, it's okay. We can open up another shift. Oh boy, this has got to get moved. So let's go ahead and have you load that resource up, and then we'll just have it drop it over here as soon as that's cleared. Oh, it's just bigger than it can move. Okay. I feel like safe transport's going to be good, and getting the drone swarm will be good. Start getting some of those robotics techs knocked out.
Milestone achieved.
Yay, there's the first Martian born.
For the first time, a human has been born on Mars. It's truly a unique miracle.
And now people believe that they can survive on Mars. So we will be able to get even more population to fill up our domes. See, I guess I wasn't thinking by putting this stuff here. I mean, I can, as long as I just get rid of this, that'll be fine. Because I can still come through here with that train. Otherwise, I might have to, I mean, they have the passageway they can get over here, but kind of hate to do that if you don't have to. So unloading all the electronics and all the polymers. Then we can send this guy back. And you also don't want to export currently. Was it in infrastructure? No. Yeah. Corporate office. Is that an outside? No, it requires a dome. Okay. Yeah. We want to get this machine parts going first, though.
Research complete.
Why, thank you. I went and threw a apartment building in on this side, so it's just a quick jaunt over to there. And I'm curious about looking at the idea of putting solar panels in. Looks like we can. So we could have this wedge filled up with a little solar panel farm and generate 15 extra power during the day. And then that should help keep them clean and whatnot. Ooh, new anomalies. Love that. How did we scan those? Is that from... That's bizarre. Either way, there is this one that we can go scan. I wonder if somehow those are linked. Now that we have the drone swarm done, research done, now we'll get more drones from a tech or a drone hub. So what if we put it down somewhere like there? Because then that can has a good overlap. I mean, somewhere like right here would be kind of optimal, so they can repair each other and not overlap too much. But I'm kind of thinking we're going to have a lot of work going on here. I think we kind of want a second one here, so then we can have the two drone hubs both service the rockets. There's the drone assembler. Eventually, I think there's a breakthrough that lets you use metals instead of electronics. I don't really want to use electronics right now. However, the research is in the correct tree, so I guess we get to pick it up. Turns out, you need to have a spot for the rare metals to get unloaded before it'll launch. So, yeah, good job, me. Glad we figured that out. So now most of our colonists are temporarily gone. Hopefully they'll be back soon. We like our colonists. We want them to stay. And we still have one person tending the pigs. So there's that. Earthsick colonist. Uh-oh. Well, we'll see if we can solve that. We might just straight up lose them, which would suck. Research. Might as well get the machine parts factory in. And just keep working the robotics line every chance we get. Those producing 50% more water is also pretty good. I might as well do one export run. I guess we can check our command center and look at our colonists and check their... is that... I don't know which one this is. I forget which one's which. I think this is sanity. So it's probably this one that's losing. Oh, we have some empaths. That's awesome. So that's really cool. And then our one genius that's not even a scientist, which is unfortunate. I guess that's the game's way of saying that not all geniuses are scientists. So we're down 9. Is that because it's nighttime? Must be. So that really discharges pretty quick. So we're either going to want some... We probably want some extra power gen. How much extra are you producing? An extra 4.3. So if we throw a cable in there, that should be helpful. I guess I added these. The other thing we can do is we can turn these off at night. Oh yeah, we'll send 50 concrete for 78 food. I mean, we should be plenty fine on food, really, but we have so much concrete and the ability to get so much concrete. I'm really not too worried about it. I mean, right there's 3,000, there's 1,000, 2,000. Yeah, we have lots of concrete ability. Concrete ability? That one. Let's go ahead and turn this on since we apparently have 3 extra jobs. Oh, no. I read that backwards. We'll turn that back off so we don't waste electronics repairing it just yet. Okay, so you go back home and bring more colonists back with you. Looks like we do in fact need to throw our Stirling generator down in there, so we're going to go ahead and do that. It'll be nice to get the machine part generation going. So we have almost a whole machine part in maintenance and close to the same in polymers. I think I'm kind of leaning towards getting the... I mean, we already have the machine parts factory up, so we really should get that going first. At least with polymers, we're more or less generating it out of the fuel out of thin air, just taking power. We definitely spent a lot of money, which is okay, because we can build a corporate office, which is a thing here. Consumes 2... Yeah, well, I mean, that'll be a job. That'll fill up that dome's job network for sure. Okay, that's the food rocket. So yeah, we'll go ahead and land there. Looks like we have plenty of food stored now. That must have just been the pigs finishing. So we're gonna go ahead and just do might even be able to just get away with just doing cows. But we'll let it be as is. And once that one's back home, we'll get a little bit of a cache in
Sector scanned.
Infusion. More sectors to scan. And we could build more sensor towers and stuff too, but since we don't really have even a lot of the tech to build safety net kind of things, I'm not as worried about it. There's the electronics factory, and there's the bigger domes. So with the cows, we are breaking even on our oxygen production.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets...
Cool. That's the... oh, that's huge. Let's grab that for sure. We don't really even care about... I mean, that's when we're getting just because we want to work the robotics tree. We definitely want to make sure to get the sustainable architecture. I'm really interested in not scientists, not even really botanists, but engineers. A couple of officers probably isn't the worst idea, but a whole bunch of engineers. Actually, we probably even want some no specializations too. 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so now we have a huge corporate office. I'm just going to make it a low priority to make sure that everything else is
Dust storm approaching.
worked before it. Where is... Okay, this actually could be a problem. Because that's going to shut off our oxygen generation. So let's get these upgraded real quick, like pronto. So then we can build up our oxygen reserves. And I'm even going to put in a large oxygen tank. Talk about a spider web of parts here. Okay, you ready to go home? Looks like you are ready, so we'll send you up and away. And we'll send this guy to come load everything.
New colonists have arrived.
Correct. I told them they could land. Thank you for telling me. We're gonna might need to buy a small electronics factory too. Probably want to also throw in a open air gym and maybe a wing of gardens over here to really make it a nice place to live, since it does have the quote-unquote soul-sucking. All right, now we'll see if our, we've got enough food. Maybe we pause that, and I think India wanted to trade with us. We go planetary view. Not Brazil, India. We contact them, initiate trade. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, and we'll pause our fuel refineries because we have enough to launch this rocket and then some. Oh, whoops. How about we load waste rock and unload it there? Okay, so 4 buildings not working. Moxie, moisture vapor. Okay, so that's all good. I think we'll be okay since we turned off the mega farm. How's our jobs? So we have 2 unemployed and 2 vacant residents there. If we reject specialists for the corporate office, who do we have that's not working? We have 2 people not working. So let's just open a 3rd shift there for now. So then our machine parts can be cranking out. Once that cycles through, we should be good with that. As in, once we get a new cycle, we should be able to see our production is more than our consumption. We should be able to make 3. I guess at some point I'm going to want to rearrange this and take that statue out so I can put another passage out of there down this direction. So that's the only rare metals that we've found so far. The Mohole mine will be good for us even outside of the challenge, just because it's takes rare metals, and that's really good for our particular corporation, sponsor, whatever you want to call it. Oh no, goal of trading food was suspended due to the dust storm. So that was a little late. Luckily, I think we're still okay. I'm watching our oxygen slowly seep down. If we look at oxygen, we can see it. The demand of 1.5 an hour. I dropped it by turning the cows off, but it does bring up some interesting questions of where did the cows come from? If we can just shut them off whenever we want. Does make some interesting questions. How did the cows get here? Are they Martian cows? You'll have to tune in next time where we won't find out the answer. And we made it through the dust storm, so we can turn our fuel refinery back on. And there goes that to go trade for food again. All the Moxies come back on. And most importantly, we can turn our ranch back on. Yeah, so that's low priority. That shift doesn't need to be there. We can kick this to researchers only. So then that should send and allow people back to work the ranch. We also have a polymer factory. I'll just let anyone work there. It's It's a higher priority than the corporate office, but it's still kind of a low priority. We definitely want to keep the machine parts going because we have the highest consumption of that. Actually, yeah, we'll just turn that whole thing off. You really need to work somewhere else, dude. Like there. And you can work there. So I was a very, very unhappy person. And so that just the one person even. Let's grab another one. So you live in the apartments. So yeah, we'll send you working at the polymer factory too. We'll just grab 3 people and have those 3 work there, because then that way they're all from this apartment. We do need to build. But that should make 1.2, so that should outpace our consumption. We do need to build more power generation. I'm kind of leaning towards like the large wind turbines. Maybe we'll start with just the one. We have our food from India that we sent for. That will help hold us over. We have plenty though. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope you had a great day and that you remember to keep smiling.